Hi, this is Soral Sonar from Express Lane Immigration. Today we're going to talk about a common inquiry people have about Express Entry and the CRS points. People always wonder, oh, I don't have enough points, what can I do to increase them? As you all know, or most of you know, that the cutoffs as of late has been around 460 and above in terms of the points you need to get an invitation for PR. All right. Most people they have in the high 300s or low 400s, right? They're coming short of that cutoff score. So a lot of the times they ask me, what can I do to increase my IELTS or sorry, increase my express entry marks? Now, if you break it down, there are certain factors that they consider, right? Age. If you're below 35, you have the best chance of getting the highest number of points. Then there's education. The higher your education, the better. Can you go back and maybe take another 1 year diploma or something? That would help increase your points somehow. Then there's the work experience. Do you have the maximum number of years of work experience? So for foreign experience, they count 3 years, right? 3 or more years as the maximum number of points. Canadian experience, I don't want to talk about too much because a lot of times, how can people get Canadian experience without actually coming to Canada, right? On a work permit or coming as a student and then translating that into postgraduate work permit. So that's a separate consideration. Have you maximize the score you get from your spouse or common law partner, right? If there's two of you, then make sure your spouse in common law also has their language marks and their West assessment to give you the best chance of getting the most number of points. Now, the most important thing that I tell people would be get the highest number of marks possible in their language exams, right? Whether you're taking the English ones or the French ones, make sure you get the maximum number of points. People always ask me, oh, what's the minimum score I need in my IELTS? I think you should change that mindset and think about what's the maximum I can achieve. All right. Now, if there was a minimum, I would suggest, like 7 and above kind of in all the bands, but that depends on the person and the entire profile, right? But if you study well enough and you get, 7.5, 8 bands, I think it's very possible for everyone if they put in the time and the effort to actually get that. If they get that, then they should be, over 450 if everything else is good as well in their profile. But like I said, my number one suggestion: make sure your English and French marks are as high as possible. Thank you.